If you're mid-song and somebody messes up in a Code Orange practice, what happens?
I mean, it's not great. It's not good.
Really?
I mean, stop, redo the whole set. If music was a fucking sport, if this shit we all do was a sport, when we got up there, we fucking win.
Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How you doing, Bo?
I'm doing excellent today, Colin. Who do we got?
You know, it's October. It's spooky. Things are happening outside. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray.
It's gray. That's right.
We've got a very fun guest today. It's a returning guest.
That's right.
It's been many years since we last spoke to him on the show, and we figured it was high time we heard about what he was doing now. He used to be known as Jami or Jami from Code Orange. And now he's known worldwide as Jami from NOWHERE2RUN. How you doing, Jami?
Well, I'm doing good. Can you please put in Eric Bischoff theme? I'm back!
Yeah.
And I'm back!
Didn't he have Back in Black once?
I don't know. I used to think that was him doing that, though. I always imagined it was him on the mic.
I thought Big Show sang his song. I
think he did.
That tweet of, I thought it was Big Show in the studio talking about, whoa!
No, that was him for sure. Are you fucking insane? Was it not?
I think he hates it. Not only was it not him, he hated the song, but he knew it was over.
Dude, I stood by Big Show one time. It was absolutely insane.
And you're a tall guy.
Yeah, because you were up to his shoulder, and for you, that's like crazy because you're the tallest person I've ever seen in my life.
Brother, I was at his nuts behind him in a catering line that I shouldn't have even been in. And all of a sudden, I look up, and it's fucking Big Show getting green beans. I'm nervous. I'm like, I know. We're not supposed to be here, but they put us back here. So I know you know what's up with that.
Yeah,
ever eat some of that food?
Sure.
How was the catering?
It was great. The WWE, they take care of you with the catering, man. They put you in the room.
Yeah, I've heard.
You fucking get a little catering. You know what would happen with Bray is it was great because he'll just fucking brother you straight in there and sit you down and like you feel good, you feel protected. Other times I've been led back there, you feel led astray, like you're led there and let go, and you're just a true penis man in the wild, just waiting to eat someone's shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just one of the boys.
Last time we spoke, the episode aired 1 month before Bray Wyatt passed away.
Damn.
You had all these plans for what you guys were going to do together. You were secretly working on new stuff.
Yep.
He was campaigning for you to play live again. How was going through that? I mean, what a brutal I just went to his Horror Nights maze. It was unbelievable. Like
I'm going this week. Good. It's that they got our little music at the end and at the beginning, so that was pretty sweet.
I was wondering. You can't hear it super well because of all the ghouls.
I know. Yeah.
The ghouls are screaming, but it is a beautiful tribute nonetheless.
Good.
Tell me about just that loss, that experience, and what it was like to work with him so intimately.
Dude, it was it was a rough time just overall. But I don't even want to act though like, there's people that suffered so much over that, and I definitely was one of them, but thankfully, I didn't have to feel it like his family did, so I hate even sometimes but it was rough, man, dude. He was the coolest dude in the world. Dude, of all wrestlers I ever met, outside of people we're close friends with or whatever, but like the best music, like the coolest movies, just it was he was just fucking awesome. We clicked so quick. He went to bat for us so hard. I mean, none of that would have ever happened organically. It was forced, which it was all him. He just had that aura from like the 80s or something. And like I was saying, like when he would walk you in, you were just like, I'm the man too. That's how fucking how big he made you feel. And he was such an awesome guy, so creative. I think even more so than a wrestler, just wanted to like do creative stuff, especially the second run. Like when he came back, that was like all we would talk about. He would call me and be like, Jami, so here's what we're gonna do, or it's gonna be like 300. There's gonna be nobody in the stadium, and it's gonna be like the Roman Coliseum, but it's just gonna be us. And I was like, dude, I don't think that's wrestling, but I mean, I'm down with it completely. Like it sounds great, but I don't really think that's gonna happen. But he made a lot of things happen that I didn't think would happen. So
were there big plans in motion that didn't come to fruition?
It's hard to say. There was a lot of ideas. Some of the ideas have kind of sort of turned into what they're doing, kind of. There was a lot of ideas with his brother, for sure.
Yeah.
What his initial idea was, I mean, I don't want to put it the wrong way, but like things change there. It seems like wrestling. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had an initial idea. I'll say this, like the initial idea that I thought was so cool was he wanted to, like this is when he's coming back, in that last run, he wanted to do the comeback he wanted to get by our guy Jason Baker here, who does crazy prosthetics, like a full like old man prosthetic that was completely unrecognizable, and he wanted to be in the background of shots for like weeks, super far background, blurry. And then his idea was, and this is kind of where we came up with the beginning of the song, on like the debut, the piano thing would start and it would slowly zoom in on him, and then he would peel the whole prosthetic off and it would be him, and he would have been there like all along. So it's just fucking crazy ideas like that. But dude, sometimes I'll just look at like our texts, and he got me excited about creativity. He's one of the few people, truly one-hand people in my life, who's really motivated me, believed in me, given me all the opportunities in the world, and was just like, go, and he got us through some rough periods just by being like, wow, well, this is all going bad, but we got this going on. Like, the feeling like when you're just hanging on to like something. He gave us that like over and over. So fucking greatest guy in the world. He would have loved this haunted house thing. I mean, he would talk about this like a million times. He wouldn't even be able to believe it. It's like kind of a cruel irony that he passed, and but like, I'm going with his wife on Wednesday, so I'm super excited to see it for the first time. It really
is just like the whole thing is like a tribute to him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Cool. That's Jami, so sick. That's amazing.
Did you guys perform that song just as the band?
Like perform live, or you mean like recording wise?
No. I mean, was that song ever like on the set list?
Oh no, because it was a hard sell. I was into doing it, but really Shade and I made the song, so it kind of, I don't think to the band like it necessarily. I mean, I think some people would have been down for it for sure, but
I was just
to
curious.
Some people in the band, it wasn't the band, I guess all the way. But I would have loved to have done it. I think that would have been really cool. Been kind of like maybe it's like a encore, or like just something cool like that at like one of those festivals. I batted the idea around, but no, that never happened.
Last time we talked, you were about to also announce and release The Above.
Yes.
And then you did that. And a lot has happened since.
Yeah.
So let's talk about The Above, putting it together.
Beautiful.
Diet Coke.
The mini.
Mini DC.
I love the mini.
When you're going to be stressed out, you need a little mini DC,
One sip per 10 minutes.
I love a mini. I absolutely love a mini. Like a little DC. You can put it in your pocket. Does it make you feel
bigger?
You go to AMC Lowe's, you got maybe 2-3 mini DCs in different areas, in different pockets that you have, and you just bust them out ever so slightly in intervals, and it's just a great feeling.
I can already tell your attitude towards what we're about to talk about.
No, I'm just playing. I'm I'm happy to talk about it. So what do you ask me?
I'm asking you about the above because you hadn't even announced it last time we spoke, and your attitude was very much like, we're about to announce this thing.
We'll see.
If this ain't it, I'm done.
Yeah,
well, that actually says a lot about the time periods.
Well, it's worth pointing out too, though. It's worth pointing out too that when we spoke, you guys hadn't played yet that day. You were about to headline Outbreak, and even that you were a little. Or did
I think it was Code Orange Converge. Either way,
no. There was like a hip hop.
It was us and Death Grips.
Right.
It was us and Death Grips. Yeah, and it was they played after us, but we both got to play at the end, which was sick.
Direct support then to a really, and you guys ended up having like an incredible set. I remember we both watched and it was like fucking awesome. And even before that, you were like, I don't know, this could be weird. This could be a weird one. So it kind of is fitting with, what you were about to do. So I would love to know, like, from that, because that is the last time we like spoke about this kind of thing. From that point forward, just take us on the journey.
Take you through it. Well, one, do you guys remember how hot that room was that we were in? That like tiny room.
Oh yeah,
it was hot and loud, and it was like I was in a bad mood as well. It was a fun interview, but yeah. So the whole time period around that show, and even like the record coming out was kind of blurry, just because there was so much going on. I mean, Dom was dealing with this horrible, like, onsetting injury disease, which ended up, being, he's doing way better now, but it was attacking his joints, like piece by piece. So he's falling apart. Lots of things are falling apart. We had worked really hard on the record for a long, long time. It had gone through like some different, it takes time, as you guys know. Still waiting on that twitching one whenever that's coming, Colin. But it takes a little bit of time when you're cooking it. So I think the record, I really truly did and still do like believe in. I was super excited about the idea of kind of hybriding another new element. I guess like the way I kind of viewed each one of our records
that you think you like inserted this time,
trip hop kind of thing, or
a little bit of that, I guess, like alternative music in almost like a brighter sense in some way. And like, to me, that was very much embodied in what we were doing visually as well. Like, I guess like a good kind of reference for how I saw the record was like, I kind of, I'm super visual with music. Like, honestly, I feel like if every song we did had like a video, it would be received better, just because that's like how I think a lot of the, it gets downloaded through my brain. But like the Matrix to me, or sorry, Underneath of Me felt like the Matrix or something like that, like even aesthetically, or like Dark City or something kind of technological. And to me, this was like a lot of conceptually and philosophically and personally, like the ideas were like inversed on this record, obviously with the titles and, the kind of basic philosophical understanding you get from that. But like, I was thinking of like Vanilla Sky. To me, that was like one of my, or The Truman Show, which were like movies that were like inversions on my favorite, kind of almost like, again, like they're like philosophical musings on like technology, but more so like perception, and like layers of reality. So I thought, if we're doing this record, there's pieces that are coming into play from people in the band that are maybe leaning like more alternative, or even like you said, trip hop, or like brighter. So I thought, okay, something started to click for me where like, I think that would be a really cool way to contextualize, where we almost use heavy music as this kind of buggy, disgusting underbelly to something that's almost like more artificially beautiful, which would be kind of like the alternative music element, So that was like my vision for the record. Obviously, as much as it's a fucking mouthful, it's an earful as well. There's a lot to kind of, you have to parse through. Part of what we wanted to do on that record is like what Turnstile's done now, something that we pitched really hard and tried to find the money for and couldn't, but was to make like a film. It was kind of written almost for that in some regards, a 7 or 8 song kind of short music film that I think would have at least helped make some of those contextual ideas like more understandable and feed back into the whole process. But so yeah, we worked on this record for a long time. The wheels started kind of falling off for a lot of different reasons. That Outbreak thing, which again, yeah, going up to that, I should have been so excited for that. And instead,
but you never know. I know that feeling.
I was stressed. I was always stressed, though. Yeah. I mean, I was stressed every fucking thing we were doing. And like, this is just partially who I am, but it was also of the time, you know. But everything felt like the weight of the world. I mean, we're having a very, you know, just to break the fourth wall, we're having a very hard time making any money whatsoever, for one. We're rolling the dice constantly with our own fans. It feels like we're always gaining fans, losing fans, gaining fans, losing fans, on like this hamster wheel that's hard to build off of.
But does that make sense to you now? Because like I heard every Code Orange record early. Yes. Every single one. And we had in-depth conversations every time. And I would try to get your perspective on like why you're doing what you're doing. Because I like whenever I got your context on why a song sounded a certain way, I would understand it more. Because like my first instinct on hearing some things, I'd be like, I don't think this is for me. And you'd be like, it's this and this and this and here's why. And then I would go, okay, I understand. Yeah. But like your audience, the audience you built was from extreme music, you know? Like the I Am King explosion, which we'll get into later because you just passed 10 years. Congrats, Marzluf. Was from these scientifically brilliantly written breakdowns, mosh parts. Mm-hmm. And the songs that ebbed and flowed in between those mosh parts, these brilliant, groundbreaking songs that these little twinkie fuckers with no shirts on were playing. And you evolved into this well-oiled machine, and the music evolved with you in such a way that it very much reflected like who you are in each moment on each record.
Right.
So does it make sense to you now, looking the hamster wheel aspect of like people getting on and off and on and off, when you're evolving so much record per record, do you look back now and go, okay, I get why the people who like this wouldn't like this, the people who like this wouldn't like this,
right?
Or do you just like?
I think, to an extent, yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely, I can just flat out taking myself out of even the context of our journey, or like because maybe the way I view our band is like a little bit different than that, even though I definitely agree with like the foundation of what you're saying, like in terms of like just like, I guess not a counterpoint, but I guess I viewed some of those songs in between the mosh parts, as you put it, as also like an equally important kind of fact.
100%. Right? And also, I didn't want to minimize it by saying
not at all. No,
that's not what.
I completely get what you're saying. Yeah. And just in terms of like, I would even tell this to my friends, like certain records, certain songs, I totally get if you just don't like certain things we're going for, period. You know, within the context of our growth journey, I feel like if you listen to the records in succession, which I'm, of course, most people would never do, and I'm not asking for that much attention span, you know, but like, I feel like the growth is there, you know, I really try to put a lot of effort into kind of keeping dots connected and keeping threads woven through all the records, including On the Above. I think On the Above, there are some, in my opinion, really killer hard parts, mosh parts, so you would say it, which is important to me. I think the end of the first song is an insanely hard mosh part. I think the end of the second song is an insanely hard mosh part. I think Grooming My Replacement, In the Game, and there's a number of them that I think have really hard mosh parts. So we put effort into, because we like it, you know, having that connective tissue. But in terms of understanding, yeah, I mean, I can understand in a way. I also think, though, that there's definitely been times where I've been confused about it. I think there's times where you've also been confused about it, you know? So, I think, confused for your own band, and even you've expressed to me confusion for my band as well at times, you know?
I think Underneath was the record where I was like, I don't understand why anybody who liked anything before this wouldn't be into this. Underneath was like such a natural next step, and you got fucked by the pandemic.
I agree. Yeah,
you were fucked the hardest
shit
by
happens,
the pandemic
man.
of any. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely did suck, for sure. Yeah.
But the Above was the record where when I heard that, I was like, oh, this is a change and an evolution, you know? Like it felt very conscious of like, this is whether or not you liked all that, this is what we're doing now. But
For sure. I mean, Sorry, continue.
No, my bad.
My bad. I was just going to say, I hear that. I hear that, but I also didn't. I don't know. I didn't understand either. I was confused with the above being.
Sounds like Code Orange.
It sounds like Code Orange, and it did seem like they're doing like a sneaker pimps thing on this one song. Oh, they got Billy Corgan on this one song, and the music video is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, why is I didn't understand. I didn't understand. So from the outside looking in, I was just like,
I get not liking the I guess I could put it in two departments, right?
Okay.
I totally get not liking the record. Of course, we all have different, there's different things we draw from. Even Colin, like me and you, have argued over a lot of bands, so like we're naturally, there's things we have in common, but there's also a lot of things we differ. That record probably for you and I had a lot of the things we differ on more injected into it, but still had, I thought a lot of the things we're together on in there as well. I didn't think that it was, I won't name bands by name, but I think there are bands who make flat out records where those elements are dropped, whether they become fucking new wave or shoegaze or whatever. Our record, again, the first two songs, which are weird as fuck, have insanely hard full-on mosh parts in them at the end of both. So and that, so again, I'm not trying to in any way debate with anybody who doesn't like the record. I completely get not liking the record. I love the record. I think it's awesome.
Then that's all that matters.
Obviously, it's been a while that I'm kind of ejected from it now a little bit at this point. But I feel like there's there is a level of just hate overall that we kind of receive the whole way. I think you guys would probably agree with that, right? Just like every step, pretty much every step of the way. I mean,
but you kind of thrived off that. It always seemed to me like Code Orange from the very beginning, from I Am King on, thrived off of a we're going to do whatever we want, fuck you kind of attitude, down to changing what members were doing in the band and shit. That always seemed like the fuel for you guys, because it was in the end working. It was Well, I mean, we didn't change ideas to say fuck you, but the bands that I looked up to always did what they wanted to do, and also sometimes just straight up said fuck you. Like when we talk about, of course, me and you, Bo, like 9 Inch Nails, or we talk about Pantera, or we talk about, you name them, everybody used to say fuck you. I mean, literally every single band used to say fuck you, every good one. So to me, it was just like, well, we fuck it. Like I'm gonna speak my mind. We weren't really like attacking anybody specifically. No. We were kind of attacking in some ways, which I think has totally changed. Just the idea that what we all do and what metal was doing at the time felt like stuck in a spot. That was the main thing that we were chipping at more than anything. We were never chipping against hardcore music, of course. I mean, we had hardcore bands on every tour we ever did. We were never chipping against, like our own culture. We were more felt like we were chipping outside of that, hacking away outside of that. And sometimes it would confuse me that in doing that, those inside of that would feel very, I don't know, we kind of felt a type of way about that. And I think that part of it was kind of confusing to me. Half the lights just shut off, or the sun, I don't know what's going on. Did the lighting change?
It looks fine.
You're fine.
Isn't it interesting though that your mission statement of out with the old and with the new, whether as controversial as it may be to whoever is taking it,
I guess that was kind of dickheaded now that I think about it. Actually,
but it did happen. Like your whole thing at the time was, we need new bands headlining these festivals. It's the same 5 bands rotating every time. And like, whether or not it was the bands you suspected or picked or wanted, it happened.
Yeah.
There are new bands on top. I was saying that
the other day. Exactly. Dude, I was saying that the other day. I was like, you know what? I called the show. I realized this as the above was coming out even. It was like, and there were other, the reasons that we didn't tour that record and stuff have nothing to do with this, honestly. But, you know, I realized I was looking around and I'm like, wait, so I was right, but it just turns out I was wrong about the type of music and bands. I was like, oh God, like I've called this shot. And it's like, it's not going to be my band, which that's life. And that's life. I feel like, you know, when you look at it, I still think it's pretty badass that, you know, we rallied for that. And like, again, like that's just how I am as a person. There was really nothing, you guys know me. It's like, I'm a very nice guy, but at the same time, I'm very driven and can be a very not nice guy. And I try to, you know, I'm always pushing it. And I think that was kind of our messaging. But yeah, it's hilarious. It did really happen, and it just happened to be bands all that I don't listen to or whatever. But except for fucking Turnstile, which is great. But outside of them, I don't. You know, it's not my thing. Which is kind of leads me to now where I'm like, okay, it's kind of worked out in the sense of like where all the people are and what they're into now on a major level is not what I'm into. Like at all, and really is nothing like what I do. So it's kind of like it makes sense to like maybe do a little bit something different and keep those same ethos. But you know, it's just like the metal world at that level is not what I'm into musically, personally. But, you feel me?
Yeah, yes. But much like Jesus Christ and Lars Ulrich, you were crucified for telling the truth in a way that people didn't like in the moment.
Yeah, they fucking buried me, but I buried them as well. So they went at me, I went at them. They win right now, I'll win down the road, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't take it too serious. The only people still in my mind are like people we know.
Yeah, sure.
Those are the ones
that hurts.
They never leave. They never leave. You know the fucking feeling on that one.
Oh, dude, that's all I know.
You've built your life around a slow revenge that's really working.
This whole thing is spite, dude.
You fucking won, dude. I mean, Thanks. You win. I texted you that like, I'm like, you fucking won, bro. They counted you out. Literally, they counted you out.
Oh, dude, I was out. What? They counted to 10.
They counted you out.
And then I sat
And they count me out too, but I'm like fucking Taker. I'm sitting. I'm coming straight back. You know what I mean? So fuck it. We'll be back.
Jami, can we talk about the last Code Orange performance?
Ooh.
Yes.
Can we talk about that?
Even before that, so the above tour did not happen.
Didn't materialize. Canceled,
what happened there?
Sadly. That one was relatively straightforward. Like Dom was fucked and he could not do the tour. Mm-hmm. And that was the primary circumstance, and other circumstances around that made it impossible to do the tour without him. You know what I'm saying? And put in the proper work to make that happen, which would on such short notice be really hard. So that was just, you know, and that's when I knew I was like, this shit's fucked. Like, cause one thing I really believe in is like, if fucking, and people will probably laugh at me and hate me for this too, whatever. But if music was a fucking sport, if this shit we all do was a sport, when we got up there, we fucking win. We kick fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt no matter what was going on, you know.
The amount of times I saw Code Orange almost completely implode from it was like 2015, This Is Hardcore, where Reba's shaking her fucking pedal board to get it to work. And it finally does, to watching you guys at Riot Fest and your fucking playback wasn't working 7 minutes before your set time. And you guys are all freaking out. And then it worked. Like, you are very right. And you guys were always so chaotic. So
it just was like, chaos, man.
What? And then all of a sudden, it's go time, and you guys would lock in. You were a team of Dennis Rodman, like peak 90s Dennis Rodman, but just
so true.
All of you guys
that's
at
hard.
Once.
We just fucking go when that's when that tour got canceled. I was like, all right. I realized the record, you know, again, one of the songs on the record is still one of our main songs people listen to, but the record as a whole was going to be like an uphill battle for sure. But I was like, you know what? We put our fucking boots on, we get in that room, We do it the way we did it. You guys know, we would talk about this. We practice so much. We would fucking grind we would just close that door in that room and be in there for 10 hours every day. Snowstorm,
I always wonder, dude,
heat wave.
if you're mid-song and somebody messes up in a Code Orange practice, what happens?
I mean, it's not great. It's not good.
Really?
Stop, redo the whole set. That's what we would do.
Oh man,
we would redo if we were getting ready for something real. That's what we would do. If it was a real, I'm not talking like something. If we didn't know some shit, me too. If we didn't know some shit, we stop and we redo the whole thing. Because guess what? We got to go again.
You ain't ready.
Want to know? But you want to know why? Because everything we're talking about, it was like we're in an uphill battle. Like every step of the way, we're in a perceptional uphill battle. We're from nowhere and nobody uphill battle. We're in a financial uphill battle.
That battle ended at one point. The unknown nobody. 2014, 2017, you were top of the world. The battle ended. You gave yourself. You were like, I'm not letting me enjoy this win. Yeah. I'm gonna add another hill to my own battle.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, I guess I meant more in just a long-term sense, not in all those battles were fought all along, but more, I guess what I meant to say is the one thing we could control is how good we were up there.
Yes.
And that we didn't gas out and that we were fucking ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, when we couldn't do that tour, I knew we couldn't fight the battle because we got to go show them. We got to do it old school, get up there and show them. And I knew we'd win some of them if we showed them, like always. Like, those songs went off great live, so. But yeah, no, you're totally right. There was definitely, I would strap us with new challenges. I would say, we all would, for sure. Like, 100%. Strap us new, but it was really only just based in what we liked and what we thought should be out there. It was always like, what would we want to be out there? Not like what kind of music is coming to us most naturally. It's like, what music do we want out there that's not out there? What's the hybrid? What's the mechanism? And that was always the leading kind of idea.
I think something I learned from you is like the difference between playing and performing, was like, okay, I've been playing hardcore shows my whole life. I've not maybe been the performer that I should be after watching these fuckers do this thing. And that the live show. I
never thought that about you at all, but yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. But like the live show being unique is what makes people go, I got to see them next time too. So the above tour is canceled. You're devastated. You've been getting ready. And then you make an announcement that like you've got a few obligations to fulfill.
Yep.
And you allude to the end of the band. So let's talk about those obligations that you fulfilled, the last few shows you played.
You could say vaguely, but you have a Discord full of little detectives who are deciphering everything awesome. You've ever done, so this is, I remember that moment, and I remember talking to like Ludens, shout out Ludens.
Let's go Ludens.
He's still our guy.
The king.
And, just like the like shockwave of like, oh shit, what's going to happen? So what was this like?
It was it was a stressful time period. I was excited for the shows to some extent in the sense of we love playing shows, and they were big shows. It was like festivals. We were like headlining some of these like second, third kind of stages, which is like, dude, when you do that, it's like
the most money you ever make.
Yeah.
I really wished I saw any of it. I'll tell you what, there was dude, we can have a whole other fucking podcast about that. But yeah, there's that.
Let's do this one.
Conceptually.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Just So, but I was excited for it, but there was also a lot of dread because of what was going on. But those shows themselves, like, dude, just like playing, we did the Rockville one, and we had built up those festivals. We'd played them so much where we got to the point where, dude, we were playing at like 7, 8, 9, 10,000 people at some of these, like at the end, and that were walking over to see us. And it's not like we could draw those people at all at our own shows, but we kind of built ourselves into that ecosystem. And those shows are some of my favorite fucking shows ever. I mean, it's the greatest feeling in the world, you know? Yeah. So it was fun in that way. In a lot of other ways, it was god awful hell misery, dog shit, you know? But at the end of the day, it was what it was. We got through it. The last show, we fucking got into it with everybody there, and it was crazy. And,
is this when the Avenged Sevenfold thing?
I mean, it can be called that. I personally never said anything about Avenged Sevenfold and have no problem with Avenged Sevenfold, because my thing is
that was the last show you ever played?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking hell, dude.
Can I? Yeah. Well, maybe can I, for the sake of the viewer, explain what I heard?
Yeah.
Having to do with them. So basically, certain bands, when they have big production and maybe pyro and stuff like that, or things get delayed and they have a sound check, that kind of time, there's only so much time in the day. And when pyro tests and sound checks and things take too long, it eats away at other bands' time. And I heard that you guys, basically, you got fucked. Is what I've heard.
I don't even know from what I heard then if it really was that 100%. There were other things going on that I'm not comfortable disclosing.
Okay.
That this is what I'll say. If I am going to speak a band's name and say something about a band, I fully intend, when I see that band in real life, to have problems. And I have no interest in doing that unless that's decided.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do understand.
If I don't want to walk around with that, I have had problems with bands. It's not a good feeling, but when you have a problem, you have a problem. That you will never see me on stage saying X band, whatever, and then seeing them and being, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
You guys know this. Like, it's not even on some like tough guy type shit at all. It's more just like, as fucking men, we can't be calling each other's names out, and then it's a fucking work. No, it's not a work, brother. It's a shoot. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I didn't say shit about Avenged Sevenfold. I got no problem with them. I never really even listened to them. I got no issue with them.
Sure.
It's the bat, and people have the bat, and it seems great with the bat and everything.
Yeah, that's just what I heard. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wasn't there.
So you got fucked. Your last show ever. What happened during the actual set itself?
They stormed the castle on us, brother. They tried to fucking take the stage, tried to be heroes, shut us down, and it wasn't going to work out like that.
The festival did, really not a band.
No, Avenged didn't ride on a bat up to us or anything, and fucking Johnny. Now we're brothering. Actually, let's take the fucking mask off. Yeah. But no, Johnny Blaze didn't fucking come up and unplug my shit. Yeah. All I'm saying is, we were up there.
But did Johnny Blaze's crew? You know?
Okay, here's the play-by-play. This is all I know.
Okay.
A couple hours before, we had this ginger brother. He was our fucking TM. He was cool as shit. Dude, you guys don't.
Any relation to Joe?
No, another one.
There's two?
Much to my dismay. No, but so this fucking dude, he's awesome, great guy, English brother, blanking on his name. He's Loath's boy, great dude. He comes up to me 5 hours early. We get there, dude. This is another thing we would do. We would be so. We're there at like 6 a.m. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like ready to like. It's because we have to. They'll give you 11 minutes from 8:30 to 8:49 to fucking check, and we're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're there. It's muddy. It's hell. The dude comes up to me. Hey, at some point in the morning. Hey, they might need to cut your set, whatever. And I told him. I said, brother, we can't cut the set. The set is set.
That's the set.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The set's already set. And also, I wasn't saying this, but like, this is our damn last show. Playing the damn download.
So
fest.
You knew.
We can't. No, I didn't. This is how I didn't know.
Okay.
He basically was like, all right, I'm going to come back and I'll let you know what happens. He never comes back. I think We're good. He went back, said we won't cut the set. Everything's all good. So we have that issue. Issues start compounding as the day goes on. Then they're having even more issues, like beyond that. You know, and by the way, there was a certain amount of set condensing that we were able to do, but past a certain point, our whole shit falls apart with like the way it's all set up with all this fucking
totally understand.
bullshit.
You got technology involved.
So, dude, yes. Well, we didn't, as we found out once we got up there, because none of that shit turned on at all whatsoever. So anyway, we're back there. We're waiting to go. They're holding us off. More minutes are going by. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, something's going to get cut to some level, and okay. We go out there, nothing works. The ears don't work. I hear the tracks in the distance because I'm on this fucking like ledge, like out like 10 miles away from everybody. They're all off and shit, you know. So it's like wacky sounds are happening on like completely different parts. Yeah. I'm like, this is a fucking. Colin's gonna love this. I instantly, boom, get color right away, bleed.
Gotta get
because
color,
I'm like, this sounds like shit. I'm like, one song in, I gotta bleed. No, I knew. And that's exactly what I thought. My fucking parents were there somehow in front of like the security. So I just go out there. It sounded terrible. I see them. I'm like, they're here. It's going bad. Time to bleed. Let's bleed, as Dana would say. You know what I'm saying? So we start bleeding. Shit's going awry. We have to huddle up at one point, which is always a bad thing if you ever see a band all fucking, unless it's like a fucking like the Fest style band.
What do we do?
Dude, literally. We're like, what do we do? So we fucking we keep going, and then dude, we're like 4 songs into the set. Power just goes out. They cut the fucking power on us.
Just straight up.
So so then fucking people in the band start fucking breaking shit. Once again, this is probably peeling the curtain back a bit too far, but my thought is we got to make something out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We have some mic stands that we fucking rented. So our shit, right? We were paying for it. I fucking take one, sell to the crowd. They pop. Whew, there it goes, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going one by one. I'm taking every single one out because it's fucking getting a big pop. What are we gonna do? You know, it's our shit. I'm allowed.
That's 80 quid. You know? What's 80 quid
Meanwhile,
for a lifetime?
Other people are doing other crazy shit that's got nothing to do with me. All right. And then some other people are doing shit that they're just breaking their shit, you know, they're fucking working an angle.
Hey, so they're maybe never using it again. So who cares? You know?
We don't care, and we're fucking pissed off. You know, it's like our last show's been ended in 15 minutes. It sounded terrible. It's a nightmare. So then some brothers tried to be a hero, and they run on and they start fucking grabbing our shit, and we get into it with them, and I get into it with the guy, and then Joe ends up getting into it with the guy who like runs the whole thing, and they threw all our gear in the mud, and
I heard about that.
It all has mud on it.
They put there was a location where gear was supposed to be loaded, and code stuff was placed in just the middle of a field. I heard
it was fucking Joe Goldman, my fucking brother, who I love, fucking lost his shit. That's the one thing he will not tolerate because he has to deal with all this shit.
Yeah.
That was the next problem that happened, which was like a whole backstage, like basically it became like we got to get these guys out of here like situation because it was just fires were going everywhere. You know what I mean? Which honestly, when I look back, it was fucking sick. I mean, that's the way this shit. That's the way this shit should be. It is what 100%. It is. You know.
So wait,
it's not that way at all, but it should be if shit was hard and fun. Am I wrong? And that's really it.
Clarify this for me. So, did you know that was your last show going into it, or was it decided like, all right, fuck it, that is the last one?
I knew. Okay. We knew. We knew. Yeah, we knew what was, you know, that was going to be the end of an era for sure.
So you say an end of an era. Is Code Orange done?
I think Code Orange in a certain way is done. And I think Code Orange could exist in another way at some point.
Code Orange is forever.
Ah.
It is. But, you know, I think that if when you see Code Orange again, at some point, when, whatever, it'll be different. That's for damn sure. But So I think a book has closed. One book has closed, but Code Orange, a big old book has closed. But another, but the story continues in the end, and I think like what we're doing right now with myself and Shade and Dominic, we're kind of doing our own path off of that, but like the band itself definitely will, I'm sure at some point when it makes sense. It doesn't make sense at all currently. There's no pining for it at the moment. If it makes sense, I would love to get back up there. I mean, I love being up there, and some of my best friends in the world are in there, dude. Like literally, guys I see every fucking day. I mean, fucking Joe Goldman just had a kid. We spend every fucking day together frolicking in the fucking park and in the grass like a damn Disney movie. We're the greatest family in the world. I pick his son up like this, like Simba, and we hug, and so it's like, end of the day, these are my brothers.
How's he doing?
Greatest guy of all time, greatest who ever lived.
Do you think that video that he and I made where I'm smacking him in the head gave him CTE that one day?
Didn't he have?
No, you ain't that hard.
No, I don't think so. But the 2 days later, the man don't know his name.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Well,
I mean, you have caused a lot of problems, and that's one of them, I would say. 100%. There's a lot of other ones, so we can talk about that as well.
He did the water slide, right? And then you did the video.
No. The video was before the water slide. The water slide was for sure. The water slide was the one.
And then twitching took off. I said, stay around, guys. They took off.
Well,
straight back home.
Dude. That day, so we had the
and
headline.
That was very twitching style, everybody. No. I would like to jump in and say, I know this is HardLore. Twitching controls the narrative on HardLore. But on my lore, I'm stepping in, there's a lot of things I can tell you about them. And then
the truth is, in Austin, we headlined the show. We had to, and we were like, this is fine. We're okay with that.
What
the next day, then we were fine with that. It was fine.
It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing to headline.
Was what, Houston?
Yeah.
Was it Houston?
It was somewhere. It was in Texas. Yeah, I think it was Houston.
You still didn't know. You still didn't know if you were going to be able to do it.
It was very Californian of you. It was very, we got to go home. We got to get back.
It was week 8.
It's time to get back.
It was week 8.
We got to get back.
We had to get back. And then, dude.
Twitching should have had shirts. We got to get back.
We got to get back.
It was all about getting back.
But we never left again.
Was getting back.
We never left again.
Was that it?
We never did a tour again.
Damn, it was that bad.
So can you blame me?
I mean, I feel you, bro.
What tour was that?
I feel you 100%.
That was Code Orange Vein.
Oh, yes.
Last one ever. The last full U.S. tour we have ever done or will ever do.
Show Me the Body was there. Show Me the Body hit the show. They hit the show. They did. They were there.
I don't even... Wait, in Houston?
Yes.
They played
You even remember them being on the tour at all?
Yeah, I remember them playing in California and being confused by them and then them smoking us.
Yeah.
I was like, this banjo playing psycho just demolished me in my home state.
Nobody demolished you. You guys fucking rocked every one of those, dude. You guys rocked everything we ever saw.
I appreciate you.
Everyone, even the ones where the world said no. There was a time where the world called me on the phone and said,
what are you doing?
No twitching. Yeah. And I hung up. I said, twitching lives on. And that was it. And we booked twitching all the way till the end.
So we missed one show.
That should be said.
Yeah.
We missed one show. Yeah. And then we missed the same amount of shows you did, if you think about it. And then we took our ball and went home and we buried the ball.
I mean,
so give me a break.
Yeah, you guys did take your ball. You did take your ball. It was you. I remember the whole fucking thing. Now it's all coming back to me. But that's another episode. At the end of can we do a real twitching end episode? Or we not or not really like that? They're still playing twitching. Shows. Is there an app? What do you say? No, I know. I'm aware. I'm saying the end of let's go through the eras. Let's go through the pain. What got us to HardLore? The suffering.
Pain? This
when
harmony.
The world took Colin's soul.
Yeah.
And Colin said no. And he stood up and he created a cast. And that was it.
Dude.
True.
Harm's Way and Twitching did the tour. Like, we toured on Rust and Disharmony, and it was a really hard tour.
That was like that should have killed me.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough tour.
Why was it bad? Tell me why.
It was just, I mean, low attendance. It was just rough.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking like literally just nobody was there. I feel you on that. I mean, it's happened to me, man. We're part of an era where at times nobody just used to be there.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that was normal.
They just weren't there. It's like me and you, Colin, at points we didn't even know. Did we have fans at all? Did we make it all up? We'd play one show. We thought. Then we played 6 shows in Germany. There was no one there. There were no fans. So now it's a different era. I mean, I'm sure that there's shows where no one's there for sure. But I feel like at the dude and Rust is a fucking great record. Both of those are sick records. So
it was just 2000. It was 2015. It was just like a time. I don't know. It was the opposite of 2023, when every show
Harm's Way always wrote it out, bro. Harm's Way always wrote it out.
Still are.
The kings of riding it out.
I just got back from riding it out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you're still always you're still always great. Every record's great, and you keep fucking, you plow through it. You plow through the ups and downs of this little thing we call hardcore. Yeah. And that's really it,
Pardon this interruption. I truly hate to stop you from listening to this incredible episode for even 1 second, but it's very important.
Yeah, what do we got?
So for the last 2 or 3 years on this show, every single week was brought to you by Mad Vintage. Our friend Luke wanted to offer the listeners of this show great prices on the coolest shirts in the world. He tragically passed away recently, as we've talked about many times, and his parents and his family have decided to not continue the Mad Vintage website, understandably. But his friend and mentor Vic over at Mills Vintage wanted to keep the same savings coming to you guys in the spirit of Luke. So for the very first time, this episode is brought to you by Mills Vintage.
That's right. Mills Vintage is located in Varsity in Los Angeles. We saw us go there on the Chappelle, Lacey, and Speed episodes a couple months ago. We were looking at all these shirts that are on there. There's some crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff. We wear it all the time. I go there damn near once a week. It's a problem. You can shop site-wide now, 10% off, code HardLore. Or if you're in LA, you go over to Varsity. You trade him. You sell him your stuff. He'll give it to us. Everybody's happy.
Or you can go to the new Mills Vintage location in New York, the city so nice they named it twice.
That's right. 47 Delancey Street, opening very soon. See you there. Mills Vintage. This episode is also brought to you. You're not going to believe this, guys. It's also brought to you once again by Manscaped.
We're back, baby. We're shaving your back, baby.
Straight up. Namely, we talk about the crop reviver all the time. We've talked about the crop preserver all the time. They keep your balls smelling fresh and good, or any party, really. But today they want us to talk about the Handyman.
Boom.
It's the ultimate portable trimming tool.
Tell them about
it. It's got skin-safe technology to reduce cuts and nicks. It's waterproof. And it reduces the risk of ingrown hairs. It's unbelievable, really. You can just stick it in your pocket and go anywhere.
I was just going to ask, how big would you say that was? And let me ask you, how much savings could someone get when ordering one of these things using our code?
They can get 15% off now with code HardLore and free shipping.
That's right. They didn't forget. They know.
No, they didn't forget the free shipping. They couldn't have. We would never have accepted it. But you load up that cart, you get the crop stuff, keep it all clean, okay? You're stanking a little bit. It's been a while since we've recommended you to get Manscaped, so you've been acting up, okay? We gotta fix it. Code HardLore, 15% off, free shipping, Manscaped, site-wide. Lastly, this episode is brought to you by AG1.
That's right. You knew it was.
You know it. Every morning starts with a little bit of 1 and ends with a little bit of Z, baby.
Wow.
Because now they've got AGZ.
Wow.
It's a melatonin-free nighttime drink mix concoction. You pour this little tube, this portable little tube, into 16 ounces of cold water or maybe a little milk to put you down.
Oh, wow. Tryptophan. Get it going. I got you.
Get it going, man. You go to drinkag1.com/hardlore. You're going to get a free frother just for that milk. Because guess what? This comes in chocolate flavor.
Whoa.
And it's delicious.
And let me tell
you
you
every night.
let me tell you something. If you're anything like me, melatonin, bad dreams. Bad. I get the Jimmy legs. It's bad.
AGZ,
good
dreams. Regular legs, no Jimmy.
No Jimmy.
So go to drinkag1.com/HardLore right now. Try some AGZ, get your frother, and continue listening to this incredible episode. Bye.
After that show, and thank you for that. After that show, how long does it take Jami and Shade to be like, all right, what are we doing? Let's figure something out. Because you and I are working together.
I mean, first thing was just try not to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try to pull it together. Try to not have a mental breakdown.
You should have a mental breakdown in some capacity.
Right.
You know? You should break down to realize what makes you want to not break down and then do that thing.
That makes sense.
When you're buried, you're buried. I need a shirt that says that. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? And when you're over, you're over. It's like, it's like fucking, it's like sometimes in life, it's like fucking, I'm trying to think of an example. I'll just say fucking Turnstile because they're fucking over as fucking anyone's ever been. They fucking blow and it's gold. You know what I'm saying? When you're over, you're fucking over.
When you're over, you're over.
When you're buried, I don't mean even publicly. I just mean you have the magic of bury. You know, you're fucked. You look left, you're fucked. You look right, you're fucked. You get kicked, you get spit on, you get put down. You know what I mean? So
100%.
that was the time period. The thing is, and what's so important about the band is like those boys are my brothers, and there was many conversations that were had amongst us about everything. You know, it was like we thought about different ideas and of how to, but in the end it was like those boys told me, they were like, dude, I'm trying to think about what I say here, but they're like, dude, we got to put it down. For many reasons. We got to put it down. We got to put it down. And I trust those guys with my life. Part of that was Shade was like, dude, let's keep rocking and figure it out. And we had a couple people around us who were, you know, willing to help with that. So we took it down some roads that definitely didn't pan out at first. We did a lot of like producing sessions, but it did lead us to like cool connections and stuff. But we did we did some hip hop stuff. I mean, some of that's is starting to come to fruition, but we wanted to continue to be creative, and we were trying to figure out what the basis for that was. And we were back in the bedroom, straight up back in the room, just experimenting, trying to figure it out, trying to make it to the next lily pad. And the band's manager, a dude named Jason, he was also really down to help us, which was like inspiring, at least, to like, you know, try to just, you know, do what he could to try to help us get to that next lily pad, and really believed in us and was like, dude, I really think that you're gonna be able to make something happen just because that's what you guys do, and you guys are talented. And hearing that when you're down low is what you need, you know. You need somebody to fucking be there, you know. So I had Shade as well, and without him, we wouldn't be talking for sure, because I wouldn't be doing shit. I would have just checked out from this planet, probably, honestly. So yeah, just having him and having somebody in the struggle with you, it's like, all right, well, here we are back at the bottom of a pit. But I was like, I just thought back. I'm like, what did we do? What we built? We put our head down. We weren't getting fucking adoration galore, you know. Yep. We built inch, and the shows got a tiny bit better, and the perception got a tiny bit bigger, and that's what we did. And so it's like, okay, well, how as older men do we apply that to ourselves now? Let's learn like from the lessons of what went wrong in some ways and what we built, all the beautiful, amazing things that totally were right and went right. And let's just like let's try to build a town where a very tall house that built up very tall and fell down, let's build a town, you know, around that's wider, that has more diversity of options, but is still our art eventually, and drenched in that thing that our everything that we love about making art aesthetically and just in terms of purpose and in terms of sweat equity and everything.
You guys were always so innovative and good at problem solving. Something I don't think we even talked about in the last interview, and something we haven't talked about. When the world shut down on the day of your record release, and then you live streamed the show, and it looked fucking awesome. And then over lockdown, we're doing the individual Twitch streams where you kind of would each, like, week by week or however often it was, would like hand off who was doing what. That is so ahead of its time, if you really think about it.
You like pioneered the live stream.
Oh, thank you.
It's true. Like, and what you guys were able to turn out between you and with Sonny was amazing. I mean, legitimately, I watched it a couple of times because I was so impressed by what you were doing. So when it was kind of announced or whatever that Code Orange, as the entity that we knew it, was done, I knew that you and Shade, or you and somebody, were going to find a way to turn what you had into the next thing. So, and I heard about the production stuff. I heard about some of the stuff you were doing, but now it's led you to the Blood Rave stuff. And I would love to know, like, where did that idea
what the fuck
come
it
from?
is? What's going on?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, we're still, and yeah, I mean, I appreciate you saying that a lot. I think, again, and Dom has been, Dom pulled himself together. Like, he had to.
I love Dom.
He's a legendary rocker, one of the greatest Hall of Fame rockers of all time. Literally, he could be. It's insane that there's not like fucking Metallica doesn't call him and is like be the fifth member. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need like some fucking.
We need
somebody. He's the greatest. Thank God, but he's been the greatest undrafted ever. But he's had his injuries and stuff, but regardless, so the same with Joe, building his life and his family, like, so for me, having Shade, we just fucking, like you said, it was just another problem to solve. I mean, this is the thing, this is what it comes down to. This is life is a problem appears. You have two options every single time. You push forward in what you're doing, or you back off, which is okay too. Or option 3, you just fucking quit. Those are like the 3 options. Mm-hmm. So we did a little bit of backing off, so that we could push forward and create a new lane for ourselves. And I do think one of the few things I do really like about myself strongly is the ability to creatively push forward. Whatever the circumstance is, we're going to figure out a way to enact the things we like and bring them into real life, whether it's like visuals or like Blood Rave, for instance. Blood Rave, super simple. It was just like playing shows back in the day. We're sitting there. This dude from Pittsburgh who runs a venue calls me. Is there anything Nowhere to Run or you guys would want to play at? And I thought, well, we don't want to play some fucking dry, like, normal shit. Like, it's gonna be weird and awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, what would we want to be at? I'm like, well, fucking Blade, fucking The Matrix, fucking Batman shit. Yeah. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, hey, what about this idea? I'm like, let's just call it Blood Rave, one word. There's lots of Blood Raves, but I think just the idea of like Blood Rave as a
Blood Rave TM.
Yeah.
TM, Nowhere to Run's Blood Rave, to be exact. Yeah. I felt was one, a way that people would see it and know what I meant, and know like what they were walking into. And 2, it was like let's just experiment and see what performing would be like in a super cool environment. So we got super DIY with it. We built this little thing, and then it's been slowly expanding. It only started in fucking a year ago, and now we got a bunch of cities coming up.
So the Blood Rave was a creative method of just, okay, we want to perform live with this new Nowhere to Run entity. We don't want to just play a show. Let's create a new avenue to play a show and get
playing just like an electronic show is a fucking You know what I'm saying, dude. It's
Yeah,
like
what
when it's
even
like
is that?
bright and shit, it's dog shit. So it's like instead we need to build a whole environment, and then it was just one thing led to another, and like to this day, the Blood Rave thing is me making all the graphics and doing all the booking and booking every artist and booking every dancer and renting every single thing and doing every fucking P&L. And it's Shade and me and Dom going to venues, getting on scaffolds and ladders from 3 p.m. till 10 p.m., building it, playing, it being done at 4 or 3 and leaving that venue at 5:30. You know what I'm saying? It fucking sucks for sure. I see your face. It's definitely not twitching style. It's a different style of we're not stopping for Donald's.
Yeah.
Which is great. But, what's been happening, we didn't intend, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't something that felt like it had some upward momentum and people were excited about, and we keep like crafting these rooms, like what we have now versus 4 months ago is way sicker. It just keeps like growing and
implementing blood in the real blood yet?
Yeah, we it's definitely on the docket. It's on the agenda. Like I said, kind of when we started, I didn't anticipate it, I guess, being what it is now. So I was thinking, what's a way for people to just get the vibe? And I wasn't thinking about having blood. Now it's like, I probably got to have blood. That makes sense. I promise you this though. It's the sickest environment. It's the production it's DIY, but it's sick. It's like something, it's not just like a dance night that you walk into. It's this cool hybrid night for like fucking, kids who go to clubs, kids who go to shows, kids who don't go to anything. The metal element, we play with guitar and vocals and all this stuff. So it's been really fun, and it's one of many things that we've been doing, and kind of building our thing around it, and inspired us to put music out and to kind of put our faces back to it.
Did you see that thing I posted about blood being vampire food and it being akin to spraying them with nacho cheese or something similar?
Chocolate syrup.
You post a lot. I see all kinds of stuff.
Would you?
You're over. Like I said, you're very. You got what I was saying earlier. The over thing. He's very. When you're over, you're over, and he's over. He's with Justin Long. He's with fucking Michael. He's with Michael Cera. He's with Carrot Top.
I'm not with Michael Cera. I would love to do a Carrot Top.
I'm booking my own fantasy, but he's with CM Punk. He's with. It's like it used to just be me, you, Taylor.
Listen, I'm just asking for a little bit of nacho cheese at the Blood Rave here. Can you blame me?
Should we do a cheese drop? A cheese drop would be
give me the cheese rave.
Cheese rave? I mean, like you're so over right now that I think if you did a cheese rave, a couple people would say it was good.
Yo, the venue in Milwaukee is called The Rave. It's done. Make it happen.
Cheese rave.
There is that. We need to hit Milwaukee, bro.
So wait, Jimmy, do you know that we quote you saying over damn near every episode?
It's a big part of the show is over.
On camera, off camera.
It doesn't always sound like over, but all right.
It does.
Over.
Say it.
I mean,
say over.
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 It's very over.
Yeah, you're not doing it. There's that and the why.
Why?
Your why is so
no,
iconic.
I don't like that. I don't like why whatsoever. I don't like. It's variable offense. That's what I would say. 100%. I mean, you might make the wall with that. Honestly, secret wall.
No, come on.
The wall you can't
is the wall bad?
No, the wall's good, but it could be a bad wall. And you could be on it. If you keep
be
doing
on the
this
good wall.
What do we got on the wall?
Stuff.
What's on?
Turning me into a very Beetlejuice HardLore person, like a very Gary the Blank from Howard Stern show. That's my role.
No. You're Beetlejuice J, dude.
That's fine. I'm down. I'll take it. Fuck it.
Beetlejuice Orange.
No, dude. No. I'm going to say this right now. I'd like to say this on the air for my boys back home. And people are going to fight me on this.
I'm ready.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm about to go. We're gonna polarize. Okay? Here's what we're gonna do. Ready. The wrestling lingo being a part of our world
Your fault.
The way things happen in this, it's not me, but the way things happen in this community that's very small, and it spreads. Okay, some random motherfucker from somewhere, says some shit to somebody like me, and then I start saying it, and then somebody like Mr. Over hears it, and other Mr. Overbover over here hears it, and then all of a sudden, it's everywhere. So I would just like to say, I feel a lot of my old heads back home here were saying gimmicks, saying over. I think, Colin, you would agree with that very early
100%.
on.
100%.
Well, think about this. The proof is when we say the word over,
we say it like you.
We say it in your voice.
Dude, everything from
I love that.
I heard you, I literally, I don't remember who it was, but you literally talking about a band. We were having a very serious conversation, like a straightforward conversation. And you're like, we're not going to put him over. We're not going to put him over. We're not doing it. We're going to fucking bury him. And it was just like, I didn't know shit about wrestling at the time. But from gimmick to a shoot.
When you're buried, you're buried. That's it. At the end of the day, it's the truth. And when you're over and when you're hard over, you're fucking over. And that's really it. At this point, you guys could have fucking Michael Jackson's ghost on here, and I wouldn't even have a question mark. I'd say,
is he free?
I'd say he's here. I'd say all the ghosts. Chester,
he's over.
Everyone,
he's still over.
Everyone could be here.
Jamie, what do we got on the wall?
Just let's not worry about the wall.
It's right there.
This was a last minute occurrence. My walls are covered in ideas. I had a hard couple years. I mean, you guys get what the fuck I'm saying? I like making art. I have a little movie idea going on back here. Just in my free time, my side chain stuff. I got, some collages, some concepts. I'm an art guy. What can I say? I'm an artist. Okay. I'm tortured. What can I say?
You really are, man. You've undergone some torture in the last couple of years. So the Motives music video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this out to the world now? At a time of release?
By the time this is up, I'm sure. Yeah.
In 1 week?
It'll be out in 1 week.
Yeah. It'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this video is packed full of messages here.
A lot of cool things going on.
A lot of cool things going on. A lot of references to Code Orange.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
So if you're
thematically.
I mean, not even thematically. They're in there. You got the I Am King mask stuff in there. You got someone in a red-headed wig playing to an adoring audience.
Oh, there's a lot. There's all kinds of wigs. There's black, yellow, red. There is. I mean, that's not a rib.
I get
brown, black, yellow, red. They got every wig is in there.
Do you want to go into detail about making this video and some of the thematic references in there and what people should take away from it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think we wanted to just this record we made. It's an EP. It's called What Did You Do? And it's kind of has a little bit of like I guess aesthetically, I would say it has like a noirish element to it, or it's kind of has like a mystery element to it. It's very dark, and I feel like that's how the way I make records, I guess, is I try to express whatever it is that I'm feeling and relate it. Usually, maybe it's something visual or to a specific genre that like properly reflects that. So I think like the video. It has a lot of like breadcrumbs and cool thematic continuations. But that I think a lot of that is because those thematic ideas in the band are me in a lot of ways, Mm-hmm. And that's not saying in like a credit way. It's just like in a literal sense of it's stuff that I came up with to reflect things that I'm feeling or to reflect things that I was going through, I wrote the lyrics for the band. I got
a Sam Hain shirt on. Misfits, Sam Hain, Danzig is all one continuous story.
Right.
You see, that's the perfect example.
You're in your Sam Hain era.
Yeah.
Sure. So I just felt like just an idea, sparked, and it was based on disparate things and experiences we were having over these last couple of years in terms of like working with new people and also just our circumstance in general and things. I had been brought back to a level of depression that I just hadn't experienced since the band kind of masked it, and the band was I felt like the band lifted me out of it, but what I've kind of realized is the band kind of shielded me from it and gave me this purpose. And when you lose that purpose, you have to rebuild. And so I think
you lose the identity that comes with that purpose too. And then there's who am I, and now what do I do?
Oh.
Totally. And the video, that's what the video is to me. It's, it's those themes are being reflected because, they connect to, where I'm at now. And in the video, I'm kind of like chasing around this thing, trying to figure out like what are its motives for what it is that it's done, and I'm almost like, a step back from it. It almost seems to be not like affecting me. It almost feels simulated in some kind of way. And then eventually, that simulation breaks down and we spit out into my daily life, and I have to come face to face with it. And it's something even uglier, than what I thought. It's deeper in my soul. And that's kind of what I wanted, just thematically, the video to represent. And I also just wanted to like fucking rock again in a video and like make we love making these kind of videos.
You're great at making videos. You always have been.
Always have been. The shot
Thank
of
you, man.
the shot of the three of you from above, where you're all back to back in like a triangle, which is very cool, stuck out. Did you then use this new era and this EP? Did you address Code Orange? Did you address the past? Did you use this as a way to kind of bury stuff? Like not even wrestling talk, like literally bury like a hatchet? Or
yes.
Did you use it? Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's my life. Yeah. End of the day, Code Orange is my life. It's been my life since I was a kid. Since I was 12, I met these guys, 12, 13. So it's so deep inside my psyche. So I don't know if I'm referencing Code Orange necessarily as like a band in that sense, but there's definitely like a lot of the record, not all of it, but the record is fragments of this kind of blurry, dark journey. Like the tag we use is like, we are lost in this maze. It's like, it just felt, it's pretty on the nose, but it's like, we felt like we were in the dark and it was me and him. And we used this flashlight thing, right? It's like, we had to find our way out, Yeah. And that, like, again, we didn't set this Nowhere to Run project up to even make a record. We set it up to work with other people, but just the more music we made, we found out a lot of other people don't want to use our weird music. That's for one damn thing. Huh. Two, when we performed, we just felt like this is fucking sick. Like I remember the first show me and him did. We're kind of side to side doing our thing. I'm playing an MPC. We're doing some vocals. By the end of the set, I'm like doing vocals. After that, I'm like, fuck that. We're going back to fucking. We're going hard. Yeah, I'm doing the vocals. It's a hybrid version of that can mold and shape into different realms. Like whether we got this movie we scored that's coming out next week to some of the film festivals. That's Nowhere to Run. We got this. Records that we're producing. We have artists that we're putting out records for. All these things can be Nowhere to Run, but we thought this would be a cool way to put a head on that body and kind of give it a guiding light forward. And now that we have this Blood Rave thing to express live in a cool, controlled environment that we love the vibe of, it was like, let's put a first EP, almost like this. The EP is, I would call it, just like the first layer to what could build on top.
Okay.
Now, does the rest of the records, does this single sonically represent what the rest of the record sounds like?
Well, you know how I am, brother. At the end of the day, there's all kinds of shit going on. Okay. But I feel like, in terms of a musical aesthetic, it's definitely very, very coherent. It's very, for lack of a better word, dark. Like, I was just thinking of movies like Cure by Kurosawa, or like The Vanishing or something like that. I wanted to make music that made me, or even like Seven or something, music that made me feel like that. So what the genre is less of a, there's this blood ravey kind of stuff that I think this song kind of falls into, that's kind of thumpy and but dark and a little cinematic. But then there's also like, it leans into like hip hop. There are two songs that are mostly features where I'm more of a background voice and the songs are being carried by other artists. And then there's a song at the end that feels like veers a little into Code territory and there's heavy guitar and it kind of becomes really, it's heavy and cacophonous. So I think it's pretty narrow, like aesthetically, but musical genre wise, it's what I do. You love it or you hate it. I don't fucking know, but it's what I do. It's what I have to do. I'm forced to do it.
The Code Orange trajectory was like kind of less and less of a hardcore band as things went along, just naturally as you evolved as an artist. And now this is the first real piece of this new record that is to establish what Nowhere to Run is, and it's very much like not even really metal. It's like pure, straight up industrial electronic music with guitars. Mm-hmm. Is this just
with guitars and yeah, and there will be more guitars for sure, I think, but there will be more other things too. You know, I mean, a lot of the music I'm listening to lately of new artists is kind of is even more hybrid. You know, it's like, but it's not quite doing what we're doing. But you know, with Code, just to your quick point about the hardcore band thing, truly the way I thought of it, and I'm sure everybody in the band has their own perception, and none of those songs could have been written without everybody in the band whatsoever. But from a conceptual point of view, when we made like the I Am King record, which was even a shift from the previous record, I really thought what the world, not in some like worldwide, but just like what the people around me and what I want to hear and need is a hardcore oriented band of this style. Yeah. And then the second one,
and you were
it was
right.
like,
yeah,
okay, well, you know, to me, you know, it's like, it's not even about that necessarily. It's like, I'm trying to scratch an itch. Sure. And each time, you know, by the time I get to the last one or underneath or whatever, it's like, I think what's needed is a band that keeps those ethos and keeps a lot of those parts, but is, you know, maybe more of a metal band or maybe more of a rock band. The last one, I really felt like there should be a cool, heavy, dangerous, hardcore rooted, but crazier like rock band. And it would be cool to try and do that for this record, you know. So that's what has guided those decisions. And I consider myself a hardcore person, a veteran of the community. But so that's always at the core and the root of the way we operate and you know, the music, a lot of the music we listen to. You
mentioned the new bands that you're excited about seeing that are hybrids of all these things you love. Code Orange was that band for me and many. Yeah. Where just like seeing it the first time was like, oh yeah, this is it. Any perception I had is gone. I'm immediately a fan.
That's awesome.
What are some of those recent bands that did that for you?
I think I would like to find more, and you guys can help me, actual bands. Because I guess when I think about some of the things that I'm drawing from currently, it's not really bands, even though that's not how I want to be at all. I fucking love, I love loving bands. You know, I think, and there's a lot of like sick rock bands in the metal like space. I haven't found a ton of like hybrid things in the way that I like, I guess, like right now. I'm sure you guys could have some, but just like in terms of like, I don't know, like I really like what like Jane Remover are doing, or like even like Frost Children, or even like fucking still like Machine Girl, or I think a lot of that stuff is killer. I think there's a ton of killer hardcore bands that are amazing. I don't think most of them are really, which is good. Great trying to like hybrid too much shit together outside of like what they seem to do is hybrid an aesthetic with the same kind of, but the music doesn't necessarily like reflect that, you know. But hardcore seems to be like as good as it's ever been. You know, there's a lot of sick heavy bands. Like Missing Link is a great band. I like that band Final Resting Place a lot.
New World Man.
I haven't heard them.
Innovate. Oh man,
crazy music.
Good?
You're gonna have
crazy
a blast.
Oh, my buddies I want to shout out from Pittsburgh called Pain Clinic. They're like a local band, but it's just for people who eat wings and shit like that, basically.
Can you tell me about what Pittsburgh Hardcore
in a
is
good
like
way.
in 2025? No, that's good to me. I took that as complimentary. Tell me about Pittsburgh Hardcore in 2025.
You know, it's fucking great. Honestly, every time I go to a show, it's like the biggest show I've ever seen in my life. It's I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but it's huge right now. It's bigger than ever. Honestly, Pain Clinic, who are my buddy Tyler like one of my best friends. You met him before. He's like just been a hardcore kid forever. And my jiu-jitsu coach is in the band. Oh, it's like all our buddies. They seem to be like a true cornerstone of our scene. The shows that they play are insane. There's touring bands coming through here all the time that are like having insane shows. I'm trying to think of even what shows I just at those. I don't remember. But anyway, they have a place called Preserving Underground. That or Preserving, I guess is just what it's called now. But that's just created a whole new lifeblood of the hardcore scene. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm a fucking goddamn card-carrying member necessarily. I'm not there every Friday, Saturday. I got a lot going on. I'm getting older. You know,
I mean, movies now. You know,
trying to do my thing. But when I'm there, I love it. I think it's fucking great. I mean, in terms of like hybrid hardcore bands, like you tell me, like who is there that's kind of doing that, like going for that? There was Vane, of course, who I always championed and brought out very early on, and you know, and remain close with those guys that I felt like were kind of walking down that path. But you inform me, you guys are the scholars.
I don't know if there's
doing like electronic hard music.
Oh, I don't know, just mixing shit together. Like I don't know, mixing.
I'm not much of a fusion guy, you know.
Yeah, but also I just think, you know, when, and I mean this respectively, when the two bigger bands who were doing that kind of thing are suddenly not doing that anymore, you guys in Vane, there's, you know, I think there's a natural shift where people are kind of almost going back to basics musically. So I think that void is not, there's not like a rush to really fill that void, I don't think.
The fans called for it. They said, go back to basics. I saw it every day.
Yeah,
every comment they said, stop what you're doing now. I was like, I can't. You guys, I have a disease.
You guys are a great example of that. And now the Fleshwater heads are out there being like, we got to bring back Vane.
Yeah, we need Vane. Yeah.
Not understanding that they killed Vane by not supporting that second LP. You killed him. You did that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but my sister did the artwork for that album, by the way.
That's right.
And,
that's great.
We were super deep in on that one, man.
And it's a great record. People didn't back it because it wasn't exactly the same as the first one. You killed them.
The first song's hard as fuck.
Yeah, it's a great record.
There's a band called Harm's Way that does some cool electronic stuff.
Oh, you really do, man.
Totally.
You did it real early, too.
I think it's cool.
Way early. I mean, they were like for absolute. Well, I mean, it depends. You know, there's some kid who's gonna watch this who goes to like, you know.
We've never leaned in the way that you guys did or the way that Vane did.
That's not true. No. What I was about to say was not that at all. Actually, I was gonna say I think you're the first wave of it, but then there's going to be some kid who likes some fucking band that we don't even know what the fuck it is that like comments on your guys' shit that's going to say like, no, this fucking Warped Tour band did it or whatever the fuck.
That doesn't
exist. To me, you know what I'm saying? I see it in the lists and people, I'm like, good Lord, but like, it's insane. But to me, you guys 100% were one of the first bands we looked at, peppering all that in. And it made us want to totally try to go down that path. I mean, I loved you guys for that the second I heard you because you combined the two things that I love, which is like hard, really hard shit, one. But two, this mechanical, industrial, whatever you want to call it, like a filmy oriented, like dark, gritty, grimy thing that I'm like so attracted to. But yeah, you guys have always been one of my favorites and absolutely the OGs of that shit.
Just wanted to put us over a little bit.
So we did it in a different way, but we definitely saw that and that was an important, hugely important part of our journey doing that. So you should definitely get props for that. Totally first on all that shit.
Thank you.
And I did not mean to
whoever's
before
to put us
fucking
over.
God, whatever they're called, long ass names. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I mean, even still, like, you know, Full of Hell still out there. Jarhead Fertilizer is doing, and they do a definite kind of hybrid thing. But yeah, I don't know of many in the vein of Vane and Code. And yeah, that's an interesting one.
I think I will definitely start a band at some point like that is kind of just, and this is just for me. you know, just the hard elements of that, still with some of that stuff sprinkled in lightly, because I do go to these shows. I never thought, you know, this is what happens to us all. It's sad, the life cycle. But when I'm doing the band, I never thought, oh, I would do a different band. Like, I'm like, this is my band. That's it. You know?
Yeah.
Now when I go to the shows, I'm like, who would hit? Like me, I need Dom. I've decided I won't do it without Dom, but if I could get Dom, like if Dom could do it, his hands are still getting to the point to play like metal, which is why he can play with us, because it's more open chords and stuff. It's like, you know, more industrial oriented. But if he can get to that point, just a hard ass kind of Pittsburgh, for lack of a better term, I guess, beat downish thing.
I'm glad that you are. I hope that you're aware of people want that from you.
Yeah.
You know, I think your innovation in mosh science defined a small generation in hardcore. You know,
that's definitely true. The commodity of breakdowns, it's never been more valuable.
It's so valuable, and we had a conversation when you put out the 2-song thing with Corey Taylor on it.
Yeah,
where I was like, dude, these songs are nuts. The parts are so hard, and you were like, really? I wrote these in 5 minutes.
Oh, that was written quick. That shit was written fast. We all wrote them, but they were written fast.
But I know you got that in you. You got Pitt in you, and I feel like there's a part of your mind where you're like, I don't want to do that. It's too easy.
It's not. I mean, there's that, but it's more just. I don't feel. Okay, look at it this way.
Yeah.
And this is actually a very good example. You know, there are people that will say that our band or whatever was like trying to sell out and all this stuff. I'm a smart guy. If my goal was to really sell out, then what we would have done about 3 years ago, when everybody who was doing dumbass breakdowns, some of which are good, some of which are bad, you know, was blowing up, is we would have said, okay, we could do this.
Yeah.
We could do that for a record, you know, but that doesn't, at the time, that didn't scratch the itch of what I thought it needed to be. Just, you know, I don't know, maybe the word I feel is like spiritually or something. Like, we weren't trying to fight against it, but it's just like, it's not the purpose that it felt called to, even though, again, I will fight and say there are some hard ass pits, some very hard pits that are a lot harder than a lot of the shit people say is hard to me.
Sure.
Personally, but regardless, yes, that would be fun, and I would do it. Super hard, super just evil. Just eventually, but we're busy.
You got stuff to do for now.
We're on a path.
Yeah.
How was working with Billy Corgan?
Sick. He's cool. I've been to his crib as well, which is insane.
Yeah.
Well, we need to go to his crib, both of us, man. Have a little chat with him.
Is he out here?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
He's got an Erewhon smoothie right now. I got to try it.
Oh, it looks awesome. I saw that, actually.
I saw that, too.
So
I'll let you know. I'll put the review in right here.
It's quite bad. It tastes like dirt and mud. It's geological in a way. I would say it tastes similar to the way an open ass smells. It's no good. It's burnt and frozen somehow. Impossible.
It's dark.
That sounds really good. So yeah. I've seen him in interviews. I've heard him talk before. I like how he talks about music. I'm not a huge Pumpkins fan. I think they got a couple tracks for sure, but I like how he talks and thinks about music. So yeah, what was working with him like?
It was cool, man. Yeah, they definitely were like an influence on the above for sure, like heavily, you know. So I feel like it was a natural kinship. I think that he has a great way of like breaking things down.
Yeah.
Teaching you things. I was writing down a lot of what he would say. I have like notebooks from like our first, when we was more like before we were kind of friends, and it was more like professional vibes, you know, like just trying to like take in as much information as possible. But more than anything, dude, he was just insanely encouraging. He was just like, dude, you guys are sick. You know, that was pretty much his main thing. He's like, this shit is sick. You guys are insane. And that was pretty much it. I mean, and he helped us. He helped us with little bits and bobs of like crafting some of the songs. And I was like, hey, will you record this thing while we were working together? And he was like, okay, but don't just put it on the record. At least let me redo it. And I was like, okay, but then we just put it on the record. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't going to redo that shit. He's busy.
Yeah.
At the same time, do you see him then put the belt on Tyrus and wonder, like, what have I done?
I mean, Tyrus is a big man in a big man's world. What can we say? I don't really know too much about Tyrus. I mean, that's more your department, but I'm not in those feds, and I don't really know anything about that.
Is that him is he in the music video?
No, that's you.
Is
right?
Billy actually in the music video, or is that you?
Colin's watching a lot of Fox with Tyrus, I feel, to
No,
get ready
I'm
for
sure
the grillings. Learning from Tucker, Geraldo, as we discussed. He was texting me very like he's going to Geraldo. He was like, I'm going to have to Geraldo you. I'm like, all right, man.
You brought up Geraldo. That's
I only known you for fucking how long? You're a fucking corner man? All right.
no. This has been the easiest 93 minutes imaginable, right?
I'm kidding. I don't know why he put the fucking belt on Tyrus. All I know is they got some talent over there. That's for sure. And that's all I know about the NWA. It's a great organization.
You like the 10 pounds of gold belt?
I like the belt. I like everything he does. He's my boy.
I think the NWA belt is maybe the most overrated of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I liked it. I always liked
it. I
it.
thought the strap is this thick.
I think it looks badass.
It's ugly to me.
It's a little,
the prestige is
yes, of course,
obviously beautiful, but then the big gold came after.
Yeah, come on, you're not beating that.
Oh my god,
nothing beats that.
You're more of like a fucking like barnyard wrestling kind of guy or something, huh? Some CZW or something.
Me?
What do you fuck with? Yeah.
No, I'm not a CZW guy.
CZW is actually awesome.
It's
that
like
example, but
FMW.
That shit's hard too.
That's cool. Because that's what CZW thinks it's doing, you know?
Jamie, as an artist and a wrestling head, give us your top 4 belts, just the designs.
Colin, what's your experience with AEW's wrestling's music department?
I haven't had much of one with the actual music department.
Yeah.
Haven't had much of an experience with them. They put me in the nosebleed still to this day.
There we go. Let's fucking get serious. For God's sake.
I don't want
probably classic IC, hardcore belt from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Classic IC white strap?
White strap.
I love the
black strap.
No, white strap's awesome.
Dude, the purple is also very sick. And the blue.
I feel like there was a hard like X Division belt at one point that I thought was super hard.
The first X Division belt was so sick. When AJ Styles was king of the X Division.
Fuck yeah. And then I like I don't know if they've changed it, but like the original AEW, like Omega's got it, like belt, which might be the same thing.
I think it's the same
that shit
thing.
Goes insanely hard as well.
Yeah. Looks great.
But anyway, why don't we talk? Let's air our grievances with All Elite. What happened to the Wardlow track? Where is it and where did it go?
From what I heard, somebody higher up didn't like it. Not an executive. One of the boys who has a little bit of say said something along the lines of "This ain't good."
Bury the fucking boys.
He said this ain't good. You got to go back to the old one.
Well, it was weird because they did yours.
Yeah,
and it was working, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it was getting over.
I worked hand in hand with the man.
Yeah,
to craft exactly what he wanted.
Then
you did. I remember what the whole deal was.
After like a month or so, they did like a hybrid one where they like kind of
they chopped and screwed my intro. Didn't talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Which in no other artistic world can you just do that.
They do, yeah.
But I signed it away. I gave it to
you gave
so
it
what
away.
Are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
They force you to sign that shit away. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They fucking put the gun on you I know the experience.
They don't own it though. At least I own it, you know?
Well, there you go. I mean, the Wardlow or all of them?
I own all of them.
Yeah.
I get about
that's hard.
$400 a year from those things, you know?
I feel that 100%. I feel that. I mean,
I'm retired though. I'm fully retired from the wrestling game. I've said this on the
back.
No, I will never be back unless Brody specifically requests me to do something for him. I've told him that. I was asked to do some others, said no.
Wow.
I'm retired. I think it's an industry built on music, where music is ingrained in some of the biggest moments ever, that doesn't value music.
Interesting.
They really do. I mean,
well,
I agree there, brother.
Especially, what's the fucking the production company in WWE? What's that music?
Oh, CFOs?
Yeah.
Geniuses.
They're awesome.
No,
legit, brilliant.
Now it's Def Rebel.
Def Rebel.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of.
That's none of my business.
Shout out to Def Rebel. I mean, he's there.
Yeah.
He's got a job better than I can say.
Yeah, no, I mean, same. Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some Death Rebel ones. Did he do Roman?
I don't think he did Roman.
Wow.
And the Roman one is great.
It is good.
Son of a bitch.
It's the Succession theme, but it's great.
I've been one tear down Roman coming out to the theme. I've had a tear down my face to that song multiple times.
You heard it and you cried?
It was just a big moment. You're in the building. I was there. I was in the building for Cody Roman. I've been there many times, and it's a great feeling when that song hits. It's one of the best feelings you can get, better than anything, honestly. Top three feelings.
Do you have much of a relationship with WWE today?
No. I mean, I got to meet Triple H a bunch of times, which was awesome. The last Bray thing, things kind of changed a little bit. He passed away. They asked to use the song for his brother, which I was completely down with, of course. Yeah. We did the thing for Cross. I know that he was pitching that, and they didn't want to do that. So, but the door's always open for sure. I love wrestling, and for the most part, we had a really good experience with all that stuff. I mean, I got to meet, dude, I'm just some literal, actual freak motherfucker. Literally, as Joe Hardcore said, a gummo motherfucker who got to sit in the ring with Triple H. Yeah. I stood shoulder to shoulder with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, it's not shoulder to shoulder, but he was right there, and I was here. Dude, we chased John Cena around one time around the fucking arena. We were in the fucking Lesnar locker room the day before he was there, and we've done it all. I mean, I got to have. Dude, when I was a kid, this shit was my obsession. So
that dream is fulfilled as far as you're concerned.
And now I'm gonna walk through a haunted house for my fucking good buddy.
Yeah.
And my music's playing half the fucking time, and I got to go there and see them building it with my dad.
Yeah.
And it's my dad took me to my first wrestling show. It's so, you can't hate it all. We had a great experience. It would be sweet. I feel like we could write some great themes. I mean, especially for spooky characters, dude, I'm the guy. I mean, You're the guy as well, but I'm the guy. And we could fight for the spot, but I'm the guy as well.
I don't want the spot. You can have it.
But at the end of the day, they don't want us. So it's all good. It works out. They got Rebel.
It is what it is.
And the AEW's got Jumanji or somebody who got
he's a very, very nice guy, the Mikey Ruckus. I don't think I could do what he does.
Mikey Ruckus hard. I wasn't. Here's one theme that I'll get ready to for shows. Not a theme you're gonna like. You're gonna bury it. Of course.
It's a Seamus theme. Lobster head.
This is a theme that you're gonna bury, and this is why. Here's the thing: when you send Colin music,
I'm not gonna bury any themes.
Let me finish. When you send Colin music, Colin's got great opinions. There's no way around it. But for me and Colin, this is where things get confusing. There's an area in which we do not intersect, so you have to figure out from his opinion. Is this an opinion? 90% of the time, you need to listen to that opinion. 10%, 20%, it's we just don't like the same fucking thing. Here's an example.
There's sometimes where I hear something and I go, I don't like this. It's going to be huge.
There you go. I don't know I have no huge radar. That's where you're much better than me. I'm very bad with that. But
what's the thing?
The Kenny Omega battle cry theme.
Oh, dude.
This is a battle cry.
It's awesome.
I do like that one, but his New Japan One Winged Angel theme.
It's sick. I love it, but
that one,
It rules, but imagine like the mentally broken state you have to be in to be me, about to go out to open for Slipknot in front of 40 people because no one's there, in a hot leather jacket and leather pants, listening to Kenny Omega's Battle Cry, like on one knee, like punching yourself in the head. Because that's my reality, and that's what I was doing. And I head out when I head out there, I felt I was Kenny at the end of the day, but I wasn't.
You needed the Battle Cry,
dude. It's an unbelievable song. It gives me chills just thinking about it.
Great song.
All right. Respect. So last year was 10 years of I Am King. Have you thought about that? Did you revisit it in retrospect?
No. Like, what do you mean, throw it on? Like, just sit in my room and like put the lights green and throw it on? No, I'm not some fucking I'm not some pervert. I'm not sitting here fucking...
Think about Goldman's nasty forehead and listen to the record and listen to what you've done and reminisce.
I'm not a big reminiscer, even though I always hated when artists I like weren't reminiscers, so I get it.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah.
But let me change it though. I love the records. I love all the records. I love the first record before I Am King. I love all the records. They're awesome. I will gladly rock some of those tracks. We've been asked to play I Am King before by like a festival, and I kind of wanted to tell them, I'm like half the record, nobody's gonna know what the fuck it is. It's like a weird record.
But it's all about the poster, dude.
I know, but that doesn't work for me, know what it brother. Is? That's not going to work for me, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we can do greatest hits, but like, I'm not going to play fucking track 11. Like, it ain't going to get over.
Well, you can do what fucking
Hatebreed
bands will do the record and then play the hits.
Hatebreed does Perseverance, where they play less than half of the songs and then they do the hits.
That's
like true. That's awesome. Album. But here's the thing about me is that to an embarrassing point, to a point that could definitely be perceived as like narcissistic, I really do believe in myself, and I really do believe that I have some things I really want to and will achieve. Mm-hmm. And I think that the time to reminisce will absolutely be there. Okay. I just really feel that there's some things I want to achieve before doing that. But I love the record. I'll throw it on for you. Pour one out.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Pour one out, Working Man, etc., and let me know how it affects you today. I want to know about what you feel. Obviously, everybody is always growing. We're always learning. We always need to strive to something. But you have achieved so much. What is it that you feel you haven't achieved that you need to bust your ass to do?
So much, and I think you're going to see a lot of it not too far away, and it's not really like in terms of like success. I think there was a point in life where obviously for all of us, but definitely for me, that was like such a driving factor, and I still have that, but more so it's like dude, this is one thing this is what gets me through life, but like I really do have a vision for how I see my life artistically and just period, like playing out. And there's just a lot more on that list. I really feel like on that list, what I've scratched is very, very small. And that doesn't mean that I'm not insanely, I honestly, no bullshit. Again, and every kid I ever met at a Code show knows this. It's like, it means the fucking world to me that people liked the band, cared about the band, knew about the band, that you guys, like I used to see guys like you and be like, oh man, they're all have friends that are bands and they're cool. And like, I'm not that. And this is how I've always felt my whole life. But I'm at a point where, I think what drives me every day is to just keep pushing forward and finding new goals. And I've established some of those over the last couple years. And, I'm now just planting some of the kind of seeds for those things. And I'd like to try to water them and bring them to fruition. And if none of it works out and everybody's laughing at me or nobody gives a fuck or it gets 0 views, I've done it. I've been there. Yeah. I've been laughed at. Let me cut a promo. I've been counted out. So have you, brother. I've fucking been on the bottom. I've been in the middle. And at the end of the day, it is what the fuck it is. I'm just some dude from some gummo guy from Pittsburgh with a couple good buddies who really fucking are brothers and stuck together. And I feel like if we have our heads down and we're working and we're thinking and we're out, pacing ourselves, we're going to achieve shit that, I'm not trying to sound like Goggins or some shit, but you know what I mean? We're going to achieve, we can do a lot. There's a lot of time, and I have a lot of creativity. Every day I feel so much creativity to the point where it like fucking, it ruins my life. You know what I mean? Like I can't stop thinking and creating and fucking saying dumb shit like on here. But like, I just got to keep going down that path, and I've built a new little playground for it. It took me a year or two to kind of set up a framework for it that makes sense to me. And now I have that framework, and now I hope you will start to see the little pieces of that framework begin to grow, and we'll see what happens.
Excellently said.
That's a promo.
Fantastic promo. I loved it.
Put me on TV. Put me on TV Wednesday. That's it.
You'll be on Thursday.
we got you
right,
Thursday.
Well, I'd like to be on Dynamite as well.
I can't. That's got nothing to do with me.
Somebody show Tony. But yeah, I feel you.
Can you tell me about the movie you scored?
Yes, dude. It's super. Dude, we got to get, when that movie fucking starts going, we got to get that kid on with you guys, because he's such a huge fan of you guys too. And he would be like, he'd be more excited to like do this than to do like a lot of the shit we would want to do, So, but yeah. It's a flick called Violence. Basically, like when this was all going down, I had these messages from this kid that I fucking barely saw, right?
Yeah.
Or asked me about this movie, message. And then I see one that comes in at an opportune time, and it's like, this movie's happening. These are the people in it. I recognize a couple of them. I just seen the latest Halloween movie, which I actually loved, that everyone buries and says it's the worst movie of all time. I thought it was unbelievable. I love it. Yes, that's just me. Wow. So there's a hive of us. Other movies I like, Megalopolis.
You love
Joker
Matrix
2.
4. Matrix 4.
Matrix 4. All three of those. Those are probably my Hall of Fame most. And I could give you a lot of reasons for that. We talked Matrix 4. Remember this?
For hours.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah. About you.
All right. Matrix 4 is very above.
It's advanced
extremely.
Art. Yeah. No,
it's the above.
It is.
Anyways, so yes, to circle back. So yeah, I just seen a movie. I thought the kid was great, and a couple other shows and stuff. So I was like, oh shit, this has like actual actors in it. I should talk to this dude. It just so happened that Shade and I, in the aftermath of the Code stuff, had worked for like a month, just I guess aimlessly, but just something we felt on, like a demo pack for film scoring. Ripping scenes off YouTube, scoring them. We made all these themes for fake ideas and characters, and it took we had this pack. We had sent it to this agent, and he decided, this agent that we really liked, who does a lot of our favorite artists like fucking Reznor and Nick Cave and fucking Hans Zimmer, and he was down to meet with us. So we flew out there to meet with him. That same fucking day, I see this message from this fucking kid. Wow. And so we get on Zoom, me, him, and this producer. They tell me what the deal is. And they're like, yeah, we want you to score, but we more importantly want you to do all the music in the movie. Like there's a fake punk band. We want all the punk music, any sound alikes, and the full score. I'm like, this is what we're fucking born to do, baby.
Yeah, wow.
So we had the meeting. The meeting went good. But then at the end, I'm like, hey, brother, we got this movie already. And that fucking got us in there. You know what I mean? So we ended up putting this thing together. And this kid's awesome, man. It's kind of like this. It's like a little bit like Repo Man-y, 80s, Warriors, punk kind of thriller. It's indie, but it's got some of those kind of extra horror, terrifiery elements to it as well. We play a band. I'm in the movie. We play a band. I have a line. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take two. Action.
Fuck you.
Wow.
So I have that part, and then
no wonder.
and I say something. I say some other thing as well. But so we play a bunch of songs in it. We're in it like a ton. It's sick, and it's just a sick punk through. It stars Rowan Campbell, who was in Halloween Ends. He's in that movie The Monkey, and he's been in a lot of awesome shit.
Oh, is he the new Michael?
And he was the new Michael. Yes.
Wow.
Is he big?
How is he? Have you spoken to him?
What's the wow? I mean, fucking Justin Long's had a lot of different kinds of movies as well. I mean, what can we say,
They're all dope. So I wonder how he's dealing with the reception to Halloween Ends. Because like he did great considering the cards he was dealt. You know?
Halloween Ends fucking rules. It's a complete subversion piece that only the last 15 minutes of Halloween Ends aren't good. Halloween Ends is exactly what needed to happen. Halloween ended. You understand what I'm saying?
The evil takes a new shape.
The spirit takes a new shape. And
I understand.
And if they would have went all the way with it, double, triple overtime, yes, I think it would have been even better. But I thought that was very unexpected. I found the characters engaging. I thought it was like the romance story was endearing. It was a little cheesy, but in like a cool, like on the nose kind of way. It's a certain sensibility. There's a hive of us, ends, heads, and I think and I think Rowan's doing great. He's fucking crushing it.
Absolutely,
he's great. He was great in The Monkey. He's just a great dude overall. So dudes gave us an opportunity. We also ended up becoming part of the fucking editing team of the movie, which is a whole other story. So we helped edit the movie as well. And so we're just all in on this thing. And it was a blast. And it's just that sometimes somebody just fucking gives you an opportunity when you're like, fucking, like, I want to really embrace something. And it was like months of being deep in this thing. And it was a fucking awesome time. I'm really stoked on the soundtrack and the score and everything. I think you guys will dig it.
Amazing. That was just the perfect timing.
Yeah.
It really was. It was one of those little beams of light and a lot of darkness that kept us going because we were like, fuck, like, because we were talking to a lot of people about trying to score a movie and everybody wants to do it. This is why we did the pack, because I was like, we need to show people that we're serious. Like, this is real shit. Like, every band person in the world wants to do this. Everyone has a fantasy of doing it, but doesn't really understand what it entails, you know?
100%. So much.
It's a lot. And like that dude was just like a fan of us. He heard me on the Josta show saying I wanted to score a movie. And so he wrote this movie and got it financed and was thinking of us. And he told me when he was pitching it, he told people that our band was scoring it like before we ever met. So he was like, and there's this band Code Orange, they're scoring the movie. He just was like making shit up. So
that's cool. That's old Hollywood.
He's become yes, dude. He's become one of my best friends too. He was fucking at my wedding. I love this kid. His name's Connor. But
Marzluf, by the way, congrats.
Dude, he loves you guys. He loves both your bands too. Oh, thank you, man.
Of course.
Namaste.
Mr. Morgan got a nice ring to it.
We're married.
I love it.
Yes.
Can you tell me you know, there's only so many places to go from here. I want to hear your 4 favorite hardcore records of all time.
All right. You know. I got little notes up.
They're getting the shovels out, dude. They're ready to bury.
Can I say? What'd you say?
Yeah. I said the shovels are out. The comments are ready to bury.
Dude, I've seen this shit. Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Well, I have opinions I disagree with. But anyway.
Well said.
All right, well, I would like to start with something similar but different.
Okay.
I would like to tell you guys of your 2 bands what are my favorite mosh parts.
Oh, we want to start with mosh parts?
Okay.
And Harm's Way. Yes. Before we can do albums as well. Here's what I want to say. I was going through the Rolodex of the mind. I'm going to go. We got Harm's Way. I'm going to go with the scrambled intro, of course. Sure. Right? And I'm going to go with Infestation. The end part of that song is fucking insane.
Roots.
I'm going with that. That song, Roots. That shit's hard. Now I'm going to go Twitching. I wrote this down. I'm going to go the end of Gaining Purpose.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go the beginning of Feature Disease.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm going to leave it there. That's classic, though, but the end of Gaining Purpose, that shit's hard.
Thanks,
pretty much, though, Twitching and Harms, there's a lot of hard stuff between us all. And there's a lot of Colin being very romantic kind of stuff as well. Save that for another day, you know?
Gotta get it out somewhere, you know?
Gotta get it out. That's for damn sure.
Tell me about your favorite hardcore records.
Okay, let's go. I'll go Buried Alive, Death of Your Perfect World.
Great. Classic.
I'll go Hatebreed, Perseverance.
Great.
Love it.
And I'm going to go too local because I think it's cool. It's kind of shine light and it's true. But I'm going to go Built Upon Frustration, Resurrected. which is a hard record, a very hard record. And I'm going to go lesser known, but probably my actual favorite band in reality, no bullshit, which is Enemy Mind. And the record is called Killer Beef and only came out a couple years ago. Wow. It's fucking it's the hardest shit. It makes me not even like, I listen to other shit and I'm like, it's just not, it's like horror. You know what I mean? Like I've seen too much. This guy's fucking 7 foot tall, who's in the army. He used to, I'm not going to say other shit, but he's named after a neighborhood and he is the hardest frontman who ever existed. He writes like spiritual fucking fight poetry. That's all I can really say. I mean, the lyrics are just, it's just like about fucking people up, but in the greatest way possible. And that's a hard that's a hard thing to do. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, it's real. It's real. And many modern hard bands have forgotten how important that is.
They've all forgotten, but yes, they can't. And I'll tell you what, Enemy Mind, man, we need somebody like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody do something like that. I don't know if that's y'all. Do you guys know about them? You know their shit?
I'm unfamiliar. Band. I'll check them out.
Oh, my man.
I'll check them out.
This ain't some local yokel shit. This is like... This is
certified fresh.
Protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Protect yourself at all times.
Sure.
That's all I have to say. They also have another band called The Projects. That's like my sickest fucking shit of all time. But they never really played any shows.
Did The Projects do more than the one record?
No, it's just the craziest record you ever heard in your life on YouTube.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking it's like it inspires me to this day. Dude, it inspires me to this day. It can never be recreated. It's like, I can't even believe it. If I was going to do a band, that would definitely inspire it for sure. Another band. Cause I like that shit's just so, but you can't beat them. But yeah.
Agreed. Well, Jami, what a great time we've had today. I thank you so much for joining us. I feel like we learned a lot. The people learned a lot.
Yeah.
We got into your mind.
We definitely want to thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
You know, I know some of that shit's not comfortable to talk about, you know.
I'm okay with it. We're here.
Yeah.
We're living where we have to be in our skin. We have to be strong. And that's it. And I just want to say real quick, in a non-derogatory way to anybody, but I just want to say this. Dom, Joe, those are my boys. I know we're not doing Dom's playing with us a little bit. I just want to shout those guys out because they've been there for me so fucking hard over these last couple years. And yeah, shout out to them, fucking anchors and backbones of my life. And shout out to Joe's baby.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Joe's baby. I hope that the CTE did not carry on.
Carried on.
Great song.
Good song.
Great
He's
song.
withered and defeated. That's for damn sure.
Joe?
I mean, his mind died and a new mind arose. Very like alien style. That day at the water park. You know what I'm talking about.
God damn.
He hit the slide,
park,
hit the water.
Slide hit him.
Yeah. The water.
He said, guys, where the fuck are we?
Yeah. Who am I?
Dude, you remember that?
Joe Goldman died and Go Joldman was born.
He was, and he was born with a whole new set of skills and abilities and and he lost a couple as well.
Yeah.
But he's still one of the greatest rockers to ever do it. Am I wrong?
Well,
Legend on stage.
Dude, the spin kick.
My favorite Joe Goldman thing is watching him rip an entire set and being like, Joe, you fucking killed it, man. And he'll be like, if Sonny does not delete that audio, I'm gonna kill myself because I did not play one note.
Dude,
yeah, that's how we were about it. I had Sonny delete so many fucking videos. I went up to him and said, "Delete it now." He's like, "All right." I mean, at least 6-7 times where it's like the world doesn't need it. It's fucking dog shit.
Dude, I told him to delete a fuck up of a band fuck up, like the set derailed. I went up to him during it. And I said, that's one you're going to have to delete. And he's like, no problem. He kept it in there.
Oh,
It's out there. I won't say where it is, but it's out there.
okay.
He might have forgot. He might have just forgot. He probably just forgot.
Dude, this is the whole band like stopping and looking at each other. There's no way when editing you were going to forget that.
I think there's a certain point where he syncs it and he's like, cool, it's good to go.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's normal. It happens.
You got to
Okay.
put the pressure.
Gotta
Pressure
put
on
the
him.
pressure. One
Hard
last time.
pressure.
One last thing before we go. Do you know the whereabouts today of the Giggles T-shirt guy in Pittsburgh?
Dude, you fucking changed our life with that, man. I mean, there's no way around it. Like,
Where is
that place was insane. I don't know. Where are the shirts? Where is the remaining stock?
He had a derogatory name, right? He had a different name
but we won't repeat
that we
that.
won't repeat.
No, he did not. No, he didn't, Bo. Goddamn.
The Giggles T-shirt.
The Giggles
King.
T-shirt. I never went.
Bo
I only
fucking-
ever heard.
Bo anti-brothering.
Yeah.
God Lord.
I
No,
only
Bo, he
ever,
was called Giggles.
So you have no idea where Mr. Giggles is?
No, I barely knew where he was then. I mean, we'd walk in there, he'd fucking come out of the back, he'd give you a fucking $1,000 shirt for $5 and be
He'd
on his
give you
fucking way.
an
And you
OG
guys fucking California went in there and tore it apart and did what they do, you know, took
I
it all.
made thousands off this Giggles man.
Ethan was the guy who told us about it way
Ethan
back.
blew it by putting me on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, shout out to Ethan, who's got my boy Ethan plays drums in Steel Nation and Bitter End. He's got a thing going with Bo's guy James.
Yep.
They got
Mass-
this like
Mass
workout shit
Movement.
called Mass Movement.
That's right.
Please go check their shit out because I was with Ethan today working out. Dude, he
Oh,
knows his shit. James knows his
He's
shit,
been
obviously.
jacked my whole life.
My whole life.
Yeah, and
I
I was
James
the
is-
first Steel Nation fan. by the
James
way.
has said 2 sentences to me in fucking a decade and a half. So he's that's all I really know there. But he scares me when I see him every single time. So he must be doing something good with the weights, and that's really that. Check out
Jamie,
Mass Movement.
Check it. Check out Nowhere to Run. Motives.
Yeah, watch
And
that
then
video.
the full record's coming out soon.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
if you
Halloween.
MOTI.
good day. Great day.
Oh, nice.
Bo, I could see you vibing with it a little bit. Bo, you get down with some of this fucking creepy crawly shit.
What's
you know?
what's your
Get a
what's your
little-
shit on the t-shirt? The freak loser metal punk kit. What's the slogan that you have on
goth techno industrial freak shit, man?
there it is.
That's
Yeah, I
what's
get
up.
down with some of that.
That's
for
some
sure.
that's some Bo
You love
shit,
that stuff.
kind of.
I get into that.
And if any of you watching or listening have any idea on the whereabouts of the Giggles T-shirt man
In Pittsburgh.
please let myself or Jamie know, and we will get to the bottom of this.
Excellent.
I'm gonna leave them be, but I'm sure California will make a trip down here to fucking get rich off of it.
I
That's
gotta
all. That's
clean 'em
all
out.
it's about for LA.
Well,
LA
there's some
will be
things
there.
he had that I sold that I regret selling and want back.
Yeah.
I lost some. I lost a couple fucking absolute gems, like a Cure, like Wish, like tour shirt.
Yeah, he
Dude,
had
that was
all
like
that.
insane shit. Dude, I got a lot of my 9 Inch Nails shirts there before they became 10,000 to take out a fucking loan at fucking PNC Bank to fucking get a 9
get me
Inch
started.
Nails shirt. Now
It's over.
oh, you were the you were the OGs of the tees. I mean, OGs of the tees. That should be a shirt, maybe, but probably not. But
OGs of the
OGs
tees. I
of
like
the
it.
tees. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I
I'll
mean,
send you
dude,
$50.
twitching.
Checks in the mail, yeah.
Everybody would have a different tee, and it would always be something hard.
We
It
didn't
was the
do gig
typo.
shirts. We had 30 shirts each with us at all times.
Yeah, right.
Yes, dude. Typo brought typo shirts into hardcore. That's for damn sure. Am I wrong?
For better or worse, you are not wrong. But I'm glad
One
to
of the
hear
greatest-
it. I'm glad to hear it's real.
And put me on to typo. And that's one of the greatest bands of my life still that I listen to every week. You know, every like during this season every day. And
Yeah,
that's because
every day.
you know we got to give props where it's due.
We do. That's a fact. All right, Jamie, thank you so much for joining us. Nowhere
All
to
right,
Run.
soldier.
Violence, new movie out soon. Score and soundtrack by Nowhere to Run.
Very
Can't
cool.
wait to see it.
Very cool.
Can't wait to hear it. Thank you again for joining us. We hope you've all enjoyed this as much as we did, which was a lot. I laughed.
I laughed a
lot.
bunch.
We had a good time.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks, bro.
Bye. This episode is brought to you by Mad Vintage.